Because, dog, how could you like? How would Ja, Embiid, DeJounte Murray can't make it having better game dunks?
Fucking Rudy Gobert had like a 360 in the game.
Like, and they're doing it effortlessly in the game, and you're like, this is better than everything I saw last night.
It was, man, and it's just it's sick that the dunk contest, after having maybe arguably the best one ever in 2017.
LaVine and Aaron Gordon, absolutely.
You could definitely, and as a kid, man, especially when I went to these basketball camps, I remember I won MVP of a camp out here, and the prize they gave me was a video, like, a VHS.
Okay.
Like, it was on basketball, but a portion of it, like if it was an hour long, 20 minutes of it was about the dunk contest. And so I remember, because this is before YouTube and stuff. So like, I'm seeing this on VHS. It was, Michael Jordan, like Dominique Wilkins, Dr. J. It went through Kenny Skywalker with the Knicks. He had some crazy dunks. Obviously, it went all the way up to Vince Carter. And so like, seeing that stuff and just seeing what the dunk contest had become, it just was sick. I mean, it's sick when you really think about it, because it's just like, how do you guys ruin what's damn near sometimes would upstage the All-Star game? You know what I mean? All-Star Saturday night. I don't understand how it just got so bad. Like, even the one here, which Toscano Anderson tried to duplicate it, doing the Jay Rich dunk, because he did that one here. And man, it's just a damn shame what's happened to the dunk contest. Like,
well, here's some of it. The stars aren't in it, and let's be honest, the stars aren't even there to create the environment. LeBron made it cool not to be in the dunk contest, so a lot of the stars aren't participating in it anymore. And the players make so much damn money that the guys who are actually participating in it aren't even like the great leapers, because Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine, they weren't stars, but they were some of the best dunkers in the league. Like, I would love to see an Ant-Man be in the dunk contest. He's not a superstar yet, but he's on that level to where Ant-Man's gonna give us something nasty.
Next year.
I would love to have seen Ja in it. So with the money, there's no incentive to join if you're, if you're not like a Juan Toscano Anderson. And then, bruh, we've seen every single dunk. And then you got these random dunkers on YouTube and Instagram who are like professional dunkers, and you see the wild stuff that they do. Look, if I'm a professional basketball player, I really don't have time to be a professional dunker. And you got these teams and these agents saying, hey, don't go out there and get hurt and mess up your money, mess up the season. So I just think that it's a bunch of things that are working against the dunk contest. And it's similar to the NFL Pro Bowl now, that it's like, hey, we got to be here. We got to do this, but we want to do it in the least injury prone way possible. And it's like, you got to accept the risk if you're going to do it, man.
Yeah, but are you really going to get hurt? I don't think I've ever seen anyone get hurt in the dunk contest. Hell, there's a better chance you get hurt in the All-Star game than you do the dunk contest. And I say that because, yeah, you could fall on your ankle pretty bad, I guess. But, like, these guys still, I'm sure that unless at the start of the year, like, oh, I'm going to enter the dunk contest, their prep is literally from whenever their last game is up until that Saturday night, right? And, like, guys that like Ja are so effortless with it. And that back in high school and in college, Ja was getting these dunks off in practice. After practice, them niggas were clowning around and doing some crazy shit.
And they're probably still doing that now, because I was listening to, I want to say, it was either All the Smoke or Knuckleheads, and T-Mac was on there talking about the epic dunk contest with Vince Carter. And he was like, yeah, bro, we would just be doing shit after practice. And then, oh, it's time for the dunk contest. We just trying shit. And then you get in there and you just try shit like on the fly because you're just a dunker, And I think because it's societal. We've become such a smart society that we are focusing on efficiencies, and you get so focused on efficiency and shit. And it's like, dude, some things are just pretty, and it doesn't have to be efficient.
Doesn't it feel like it used to be a rite of passage, though? Like, to do it? Doesn't it feel like that's what that was? Like, because like you said, LeBron
bring back Hummers.
Do it because
bring back stretch Hummers.
Point being, why do we need to bring back stretch Hummers?
When did anybody ever need a stretch Hummer?
Never.
But that shit was fire.
It was unique to look at because you're so used to just seeing a Lincoln as a fucking limo. But I'm just saying, Dr. J at one point was the matter of fact, that's a 70s basketball player. Dr. J was at one point the face of basketball. Then it gets passed down to Jordan, and then from Jordan, Kobe did the dunk contest. He won, but like you said, LeBron kind of made it cool to not do it. And I get it. Somebody like LeBron, no, he doesn't have anything to prove. We know that he can jump out the gym, and we've seen him do in-game dunks that are better than, the best dunks in the dunk contest on other years, not including this bad year, like just other years. Like Josh Smith, the year he won, LeBron's had a crazier in-game dunk than that. Like, what I mean? And
you remember, I think it was like either right after Kobe passed. It was something around some Kobe time when LeBron hit the Kobe reverse and he was like full extension on the under. You're like,
yeah,
oh, you're 35. Why are you doing this on a fast break?
Right.
Off like catch the ball three dribbles and he's doing it. There's no like wind up to it. It's just like, I'll do this.
Yeah.
But no, we can blame LeBron for this. We can definitely blame LeBron.
I am blaming him because it's like everybody's always wanted to see him in it. And so it's just like, but we know we're not going to get it. And if we were going to get it, this year would have been the year because you're back home. You did the dunk contest in high school. And I think that was in Ohio too. The year that he did. And it's just kind of like, man, way to ruin it for the rest of us, LeBron. I mean, Ja Morant, they asked him after the game too, everybody's been talking about it. Your dunk's here tonight. He's like, would you do it? He said, I mean, I'd think about it, but he said, like, as of now, he's like, that answer's no. He said, that's why I didn't do it. And then was just like looking at the camera straight. And it's just like, Adam Silver needs to open up the checkbook and tell these guys, look, winner gets a meal.
It ain't more than that.
A quick meal to win. And then second place, runner-up gets $500, and then the other two get $250.
Parlay Pete.
They paying these niggas $40K to win.
Parlay Pete, if you're making a
quick meal,
if you're making $25 million a year,
a quick meal, it's still a meal.
I know. To me, I'm doing it.
You got.
But when you're making 25, 30 mil a year just on the court, not to get into what you're making off the court, it's like my team. Again, the organization doesn't want you doing it because they don't want you to get hurt. It's bullshit.
They put together the perfect four for next year. You need Ant-Man, Ja Morant, Miles Bridges, and then it was one more person who's
don't say Street Clothes 2.0.
Yeah, I think it was him that they had in the picture. But it had in parentheses too, it said, if not injured.
Man, look, if he shows up to All-Star Weekend next year, this is what he gonna walk into the gym with. And they ain't coming off because he ain't changing shoes. He gonna be in there some slides and some Jordan gear because his big ass probably can't even fit in the regular shoes no more because his feet swole up and they ain't comfortable.
Probably. You want to know who would fix all this? And this is just to piss you off.
David Stern?
No, Jay-Z. Get Jay-Z involved with All-Star Weekend. I'm sure that he could pull some strings.
So, you know what? I was listening to some different fixes to the dunk contest. I think, for one, getting rid of all these damn attempts is one easy fix. But Kevin Wildes, he said it wasn't his, but he was on Bill Simmons' podcast. I recommend it if you haven't heard it. It's pretty good. And he said, like, come up with like a 90-second routine, like match them up with some people, and it's almost like a figure skating, and you're doing like a series of dunks, some easy, some difficult, but obviously the crescendo is going to be some dope shit. And so it's the dunkers putting their routines together and competing against the other person's routine.
I think that would be good. That, or like I said, you could go out because 1 year, or they might have did it twice. They had the fucking spin, The wheel where it picked your dunk and you had to attempt. They would, show the video of the pass dunk and you had to attempt it. It made it entertaining because depending on who you got, like if Nate Robinson were in a dunk contest like that, and he's a 3-time champion, right? If he were in it, but they gave him the Vince Carter dunk, sticking the chicken bone, I don't think Nate Robinson, as high as that nigga can jump, I don't think that he could pull that off. So, like, it would be entertaining, at least in a way of when we see people miss or failed attempts, it would be entertaining to at least see somebody like him attempt it. Like, as opposed to going out there and Juan Toscano Anderson can't nail a dunk. Like Jalen Green, they're not even making the dunks. Like, they're giving them 6s because they can't make a dunk.
And the wild thing is, hey, 1 to 10, stop doing 6 to 10, bro. They grown men. Let them get their feelings hurt for it too. Or maybe we get some of these dunkers off Instagram and bring like 2 of them in there and say, hey, man,
I was thinking,
hey, if you win it, here's $2 million and a G League tryout.
And that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, let's get creative with this, because at the end of the day, we want the most. Fans want to see the best product, and the league wants the best results from their product. And you look at it from this perspective. In the Saturday night stuff too, they had Team Antetokounmpo, and their third brother doesn't play in the NBA. So you incorporated somebody not in the NBA into that. So what would be the problem with getting somebody that everybody's seen on YouTube do it? You know what I mean? Either that or scrap the shit and give us a one-on-one basketball game or tournament to 5 between the best players in the NBA.
Or a legitimate game of horse. I know they did that bullshit virtual horse, but like a real game of horse with people in the gym. Like, come on, bro. Let me get Kyrie in there.
Yeah.
and see who's gonna beat him in horse. Or you know what? I like one-on-one better. Let's just get rid of it. Scrap it one-on-one.
Yeah. Everybody would love to see, if he could ever be healthy, you'd love to see LeBron and Kevin Durant play a game of one-on-one. And all they got to do is go to 5.